Just a few weeks ago, before Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez, there were a lot of pundits and fans out there who were talking about how Nunez was one of the best strikers in the world and how he could make any team better. It's funny that after Liverpool signed Nunez for an initial £67.5 million, potentially rising to £85 million, that many of these same people have now come out and said, well, he's not as good as everybody thinks he is because he's been playing in the Portuguese league with Benfica. A lot of fans, critics, and pundits saying this now because he has signed for Liverpool and not another club such as Manchester United or Chelsea or Arsenal or someone else. Now, Liverpool identified Darwin Nunez early on as a player that they could sign, they wanted to sign, and that could be a game changer for the club. Not only does he make the team younger because he's only 23 years old and Liverpool have now sold Sadio Mane, but he is a player who can fit into the squad very, very well, much like Luis Diaz did back in January. So in this video, I thought we would go over 3 reasons why Liverpool have signed Darwin Nunez. Now, the first reason is a very clear reason, and that is Nunez scores goals. And not just goals against other teams, but goals specifically against Liverpool. If you go back to the Champions League last season, in the quarterfinals against Benfica, Nunez scored in both legs of the quarterfinal games, and he looked brilliant against Liverpool's defense. And let's not forget that Liverpool do have one of the best defenses in the world. But forget about him scoring against Liverpool in both legs of the quarterfinals, because Nunez scored goals against other very good teams in the Champions League. He had 2 goals against Barcelona in the group stage, he had a goal against Bayern Munich, and he also scored against Ajax, to run his tally to 6 goals in 10 Champions League games last season, playing just 614 minutes of Champions League football. That's a fantastic record, and another reason why Liverpool wanted to sign Darwin for next season. In total, in 2021-2022, Darwin scored 34 goals in 41 games, tallying 4 assists. 26 of those goals came in 28 Portuguese league matches, while also tallying 4 assists in the league. Now, I won't argue with you that the Portuguese league is a step down from the Premier League or any of the other top 5 leagues in Europe, but it is still a competitive league and there is still lots of good players playing there. We saw Luis Diaz come from FC Porto and join Liverpool and hit the ground running when he joined the club. And Liverpool are hoping the same thing will happen. Now, this brings me on to the second reason Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez from Benfica. And the second reason is the Portuguese league is highly undervalued. Now, we have seen Liverpool go to the Portuguese league and sign Luis Diaz, like I've said before, but they also were able to sign Portuguese player Diogo Jota a few seasons ago. Yes, he came from Wolverhampton Wanderers, he spent time at Atletico Madrid, but still, Jota comes from Portugal and came up in Portuguese football. So Liverpool had those 2 connections. Now, sporting director Julian Ward has lots of connections to the Portuguese league and the Portuguese teams, and there's been a lot of focus on scouting in this area. So he has these contacts where he can find a lot of good players and undervalued players to sign for Liverpool. Now, you might be saying, well, Liverpool paid £67 million for Darwin Nunez and it can rise to £85 million. How is that being undervalued? Well, looking at players and top strikers for teams in Spain or in Germany or even in Holland, and we would see that these prices to be, well, roughly the same for players who have scored fewer goals and who would maybe not fit into Liverpool's squad as well. Now, Liverpool aren't the only Premier League team to go into the Portuguese league to pluck talent. Not too long ago, Manchester City went to Benfica and signed Ruben Diaz, and, well, he's done pretty well there for Manchester City, winning a couple of Premier League titles. As well as hits, there have been misses when it comes to the Portuguese league. As we saw, Renato Sanchez didn't really fit in with Bayern Munich, and he's bounced around a bit and found some success now at Lille and is likely to move on from there this season. But he hasn't necessarily reached the potential that everyone expected him to. The same can be said for Joao Felix, who went for a world record fee to Atletico Madrid just a couple of seasons ago after 1 season at Benfica. Now, Liverpool have likely done more scouting than, say, Atletico or Bayern did, and we have seen Darwin Nunez play a little bit more football than either of those 2 players before they were plucked away by European clubs. Now, moving on to our third reason why Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez in this offseason, the reason is he fits into Liverpool's team. Now, you might say, well, he's a proper number 9, and Liverpool haven't played with a proper number 9 for quite some time. Yes, Roberto Firmino has succeeded at Liverpool, but he's more of a center-forward attacking midfielder who can drop deep. Nunez isn't necessarily that type of player. He's going to play on the shoulder of the defenders, as we saw him do against Liverpool in the Champions League during last season. Now, Liverpool haven't played with a proper number 9 really since Jurgen Klopp took over, which is a bit strange because when he coached Borussia Dortmund, he had Robert Lewandowski playing as a number 9 for the team and banging in the goals. Now, Lewandowski was an integral part of Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund team, helping them win league trophies and cups, and really the team was built around him as a goal scorer, and Dortmund played a lot of the times a 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, Klopp has favored the 4-3-3 formation at Liverpool because he's had the players to do that. They have had speedy wingers who can stretch defenses, and the team has really focused on having a centre forward who can drop deep and can play the ball out wide to those two wingers. Now, it is expected Liverpool are going to do something a little bit different in the coming season once Nunez gets into the team. I think this is a very exciting thing, and it shows that the top teams right now in Europe are moving towards having a number 9. Now, every time that you think you have the answers, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Real Madrid, they change the questions. If you look at Real Madrid, they have a proper number 9 in Karim Benzema, and they're going to continue to use that formula in the next season. Manchester City have also gone to having a proper number 9 by signing Erling Haaland in the offseason. Now, Liverpool are going to do the same with Darwin Nunez, but it just depends on how Liverpool want to play, whether it's a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. And as I said before, every time that the other teams think they have the answers, Liverpool and Manchester City and Real Madrid, they change those questions, because we've now seen teams such as Arsenal, as Tottenham, they're going for this speedy front three. But now we're seeing Manchester City and Liverpool bring in a proper number 9 now to play maybe more as a target man and to lead the line. All right, guys, so those are the 3 reasons Liverpool have signed Darwin Nunez this season. And it's going to be an exciting season for Liverpool as Nunez leads the line, playing with Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, and Diogo Jota, along with Roberto Firmino. Let me know what you think of Darwin Nunez signing for Liverpool and the potential Liverpool has in 2022-2023 in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and in the domestic cups. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and like the video, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on everything we do here at Liverpool Reds FC blog. Guys, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed lately. It's been great to have you come along and help me grow this channel into something more, and I hope, if you haven't subscribed yet, that you hit that subscribe button and share the videos on social media to help me continue to grow this. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Liverpool Reds FC blog.